Okay, let's go. All right, and if you come back here, Rolf, so behind the trapeze, and you could get hooked on. Okay, and when you're ready, so go out with your back foot first. That's it, feet nice and wide apart, and you can come back towards me a bit. Okay, come back a little bit more. Okay, nice. You okay? Okay, yes, that's right. It's Joe here for Joyrider TV. First round the rock race of 2025. On board, I'm with Rolf. And we're a little bit late on the start because we had to get the cameras going and I hadn't quite anticipated the magnitude of getting the cameras going. Also want to start the water speed app. Okay, water speed app engaged because we might get a good distance speed here. Woo. Okay, and here we are, just hanging out, Vassiliki Bay, running with a 5-to-1 main sheet, which wouldn't be my usual preference, but didn't have time to sort it out, so you just you sail with what you've got. So the 5-to-1 is because one of the purchases has been taken out, which makes it quicker playing the main sheet, but a little bit heavier. But of course we can handle it. All right, just going past the media boat. They certainly shoot first, ask questions later. Nice. Okay, so gonna hand Rolf the traveller line. If you could take this one as well. Most important thing with this one is we're just keeping the rope away from the rudder. Yeah, but yeah, there's no need to like coil it up or anything. We can still have it in the water a little bit. Okay, and we're off to the rock. The rock is about, I think it's about, woohoo, really can't remember, I think it's 6 miles or 6 kilometers. It's 6 something, and each way. Wind is usually getting quite shifty when we get up there. Our current conditions, we've probably got about 22 knots of wind. We've probably got a combined crew weight of, I should think about 165. If I'm about 90. 90, yes, exactly. Good guess. This is one thing I've learned. Okay, and we're just beam reaching, maybe beam to broad, and I'm just playing the main sheet just to keep her running sweet. Okay, bit of a hole there, so yeah, a little bit. So a little trick is if you start going low to the water, especially if there's waves and you think you're going to get pushed by the water, you can turn and bend your knees and push into it. That's the best way to resist. Okay, yeah, strong fleet out this week. A lot of guys from Brighton Sailing Club in the UK. In fact, it's one of the bigger round the rock fleets. I think we've got 10 boats, maybe more, on the course, which is nice. Now we're currently sitting in second. Just got Ricky Nielsen on a Tiger, who got a real flyer of a start. But I don't think he had to start any cameras. Or if he did, he did it already. A good bit of forward thinking there. Yeah, we're employing a new strategy from previous round the rocks here as well. We're taking a much more middle of the bay to see if we get more wind as we get to the rock. because the rock where we turn round, Rob, the wind there is bad. It can be. It can be very bad because it's light.
No.
Not bad because it's strong. Okay, next gust coming along. Bit of a hole there, and we might just send it a little bit in this gust just to see what she's like. Oh, we've got a over-rotating mast, not a big issue, just not great for the pace. Because where the mast over-rotates, it kind of is like a big wall that the wind hits. When it hits the boat, it hits the mast first, and with the mast over-rotated like that, yeah, it's like just having a flat surface for the wind to hit. But never mind, we're still going nicely. I should think probably average speed, probably about 16, 17 knots, which is fine.
This is the only boat behind us.
It does, yeah. But I'm hoping that our wind will be better. Okay, might just pull a little bit of traveller in, just that. Okay, here we go. More wind coming. Come on, winds. There we go. Oh yeah, now she's enjoying herself. Bit of a hole, followed by a gust. Here we go, a bit light there. Okay, bit of shoe maintenance going on in the crewing department. That's terrible when you start thinking you're going to lose a shoe. Of course, most famously, losing a shoe in Vassiliki Bay with one shoe fill. We're trying not to have one shoe wrong on the boat today. Yeah, so we're probably only in the optimal position about 50% of the time. But the thing is, if we weren't in the optimal position in those gusts, especially when we're a little bit more downwind, there's a strong chance of sticking the nose in and turning the boat upside down, which like right now, sub-optimal. But bracing, where's the wind? Here it comes. Okay, and in fact, we can pull the jib in a bit more now and go forwards a little bit. Okay, and just go forwards a bit on the side, towards the front of the boat.
Even more?
That's okay. Yeah, the wind's changed direction there a little bit, so even though we're going in exactly the same direction, we are now going much more upwind. Might just pull in a bit more of that. Nicer, yes. All right, now we're off. although as the crow flies, Rick on the Tiger is much closer to where we're going. We're just testing out this new strategy of going more into the middle, away from the point, so that we have better wind for longer. We'll see how this unfolds as this nail-biting race progresses.
You're going totally different.
Yeah, I know, but this is kind of as close as we can go to the wind at the moment, which is I think it might be because the mast has gone round too far, but there's nothing we can do about that. So we're not getting quite as good airflow on the mainsail. But when we get to the next really good piece of wind, maybe we'll go onto the boat. And in fact, would you like to go back onto the boat now? In fact, I think we need to. Yeah, it's okay. Just pull yourself up on the handle. Nice. Okay, you can let go of the main sheet. This one. Okay, and when we tack, we won't worry about changing the jib until afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, and just be careful with the camera going under the boom. Very important. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready to tack?
Okay, here we go. So if you go across into that other corner. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, I'm just going to try to fix the main sheet. While we have this light bit of wind. Because with the less purchase on the main sheet, it's putting more load on the cleat and making it really difficult to uncleat. There we go. Oh, that's better. That makes such a difference. All right, now we can sail faster. Yeah. Okay, a little bit more jibbing if we've got it. Okay, so I really didn't expect that to make that much difference, but not having the main sheet rigged correctly made it so difficult to uncleat the main sheet that it made me quite reluctant to sheet in the correct amount. So yeah, we'll be able to sail much faster now. Even the master's not over-rotated, so suddenly things are looking better. Although Ricky Nelson on the Tiger has gone a long way into the lead, but you know, it's always nice to attack from behind, especially for the video. And the further we go out here, perhaps the steadier the wind will become. But of course, we're taking a bit more of a risk. If we go too far, we could lose sight of the other boats a little bit. All right, looks like there might be more wind up ahead. So a good strategy is going to be to sail into this stronger wind and then tack. So then we have stronger wind to bring us into the rock. Okay. All right, are you ready for the tack?
Ready for the tack.
So, okay, all right, here we go. All right, good for the jib. Another one coming down. That's a big lift by the looks of it. Nice. Might be another 2 tacks to get round.
This is a difficult passage.
This is, yeah, definitely. All right, yeah, I think we've got a bit of a lift there, but yeah, I think we could make it actually.
You can see the rope.
Fortunately, all right, you can let the jib off a bit now. That's it. Cool. That was a fortunate wind shift. Okay, here we go. Where is it? Just bring the jib in a little bit more. Okay, yeah, you can come. Okay, just come back a bit towards me. There we go, nice. Back on track.
Good.
And just back a little bit more towards me. You can have your front foot a bit further forwards if it helps with the stability. So you can, oh no, I should have your feet a bit further apart, but both up there. So you can move your front foot forwards a bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Woo! Whoa! Are you okay? Okay, well done, good save. Okay, something weird about to happen with the wind. Okay, and it's coming back. There we go.
How good. You anticipated.
Yeah. Okay, a bit more coming. Okay, and we could go forwards a little bit actually. Yeah, nice. Woohoo! Yeah, so the wind's swung round a bit more to the north, which is putting us, whoa! God. Okay, I'll take that back. It just switched round to the west and had to take evasive manoeuvres there. Oh, crikey. This has not been easy. Okay. Yeah. Well, some improvisation. Oh, come on, wind. Next gust. So the changes in wind strength, not too bad to deal with, but it's the changes in wind direction, especially when you don't get any indication that it's going to happen. Really keeps you on your toes. Okay, so this next gust might also be a wind direction change. Yeah, a bit of a header there, which means we want to go forwards a bit. Oh no, oh crikey. Right, Bibble, something's going to happen. Don't know what. Woo! Okay, and we're going to go forwards on the boat when we get past this yacht. Okay, yeah. There might be a bit of a hole. That's okay. It's okay, you can stay out. Yeah. Okay, and here we come for the finish. First round of rock race of the year. Okay, lovely job. All right, Rolf, you can come in now. Woo! Okay, so there you go. Certainly quite a difficult one. Well done to Rolf for hanging in there.
Thank you.
Nice job. And yeah, certainly quite exciting, hard work, but oh yes.